Hi, this is a continuation in my series about prosperity and manifesting money. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about your words and how they can affect your ability to manifest money. Now, people always tend to say words about money that's reflecting what their situation is. And for example, like if somebody asks them if they're going to buy something, if they're going to go somewhere, if they're going to take a trip or whatever it is, they'll say things like, I can't afford it. And those words are like the worst words you can ever use. Even if it's 100% true, you don't say it. And it's better to say things like, I don't choose to spend my money on that right now, or I'm going to wait to do that, or whatever it is. You could say anything, but don't say that you can't afford something. And when people talk negatively about money, don't agree with them when they say, oh, times are hard and, jobs are hard to get and you got to struggle. Don't agree with them. You know, it's sometimes, it's best not to say anything at all. Sometimes if it's a close enough friend and, they know about metaphysics somehow and spiritual studies, you can say to them, it's better to say to say it in the positive, or at the very least, don't make negative statements about money, about jobs, about careers, about the economy, even if it's true. And it's just something that pretty much we all do or have done, and it's a natural thing to do. But you should try to resist the temptation to do this, because even if it's technically true, that you want to manifest that it's not true. And so the first step in doing that is to instill in your subconscious that you can afford things. And if you keep repeating that you can afford things, it's really hard to train your subconscious otherwise. And once you're training your subconscious that you can afford things, then that's the first step into being able to manifest. Now, that by itself won't necessarily manifest it, but it's the first block. It's the first step, because it's a block that you have to remove in order to allow the universe to flow these blessings to you, is to stop making negative statements about money, even if it's true or even if you believe it's true at the time. It's better to pretend it's not true. And by pretending that it's not true, and you pretend that you do, you can afford things by the words you say. Not like you're pretending you can afford it by buying things that you don't have the money for. That's not what I mean. What I mean is just by your statements. And your statements are going to it sends out a message to the universe that you believe you can afford it. So the universe is going to be more likely to make that true. But it also is sending a message to your subconscious that you believe you can afford it, and you tend to live out what your subconscious believes. So this is why it's very important to always make positive statements about money, or at the very least, do not make negative statements about money. And if other people make these statements, be polite to them, but don't agree with them. Okay, thank you.